The 2K Sports
We're at
pregame
Pelicans,
show.
Lakers. Who you got?
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm joined by the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the Jet, Kenny Smith.
Bye, Ernie.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Oh, say does that star.
Hello and welcome everyone to another exciting edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by and David.
Well, guys,
It definitely did, David. He won titles when he played for the Lakers. Now he'll try to bring that winning mindset back to LA. You know, Kobe, the league seems to be moving away from isolation basketball, sometimes called hero ball, in favor of more ball movement, more of a fluid offense. What do you make of that trend?
Well, I think it's the right thing. I mean, if you look at the way the Knicks played, for example, when they had Bradley, Busher, Phil was coming off the bench.
Well, you are a historian. You love the history of the game, don't you?
Oh, my God.
I mean,
yes.
I can just tell working with you.
Yeah. Holtzman was coaching. You had Frazier out there. I mean, they moved the ball. I mean, everything was predicated on ball movement, as was the Celtics with Fred Auerbach. And then in the 80s, things changed a little bit. You start going to more isolation ball, where guys would post deep and force the double coverage to come all the way down to him, and then you start moving the ball around. Now you start seeing a spread offense, where the ball's moving again like it was when the Knicks were playing, when the Celtics were playing. And so, you know, I think it just depends on the style of defense that you're seeing and the personnel that you have. I think that determines your style of play.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. We've got Irving. Andre Drummond is out there with Favors. And there's Iguodala. And it's Bradley in at the shooting guard position. Well, Kobe, something that's such a huge tool in the NBA and the team's offense is the pick and roll, the screen roll game. You've done it as well as anybody. Just how are the nuances and the attention to detail important to make that play work?
Well, it's really important, but the screen roll today is run differently than it was, say, when Utah was running it with Stockton and Malone. What you're seeing now is more of a spread floor screen roll action, where it makes rotations very difficult because you have to rotate off of shooters at a distance.
Right.
So now what you tend to see more teams try to down pick and roll coverages and sending guys to one side of the floor and try to play the screen roll coverage with two men and try to not have three guys in the action. You have to rotate and now push your team behind. Right, and that it's a dance of, can you play the screen roll with just two guys? And on offense, can I force you to have a third guy come in and rotate? If I can do that offensively, then you're behind.
On defense, New Orleans. Kuzma passes to Ibaka. Here's Kuzma. Just 5 to shoot. Over Iguodala. And it comes off the front of the rim. For New Orleans, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Iguodala's got his first points of the night. And over the course of your career, Kobe, 5 NBA championships. Are there any of those that really stand out among the 5 that you accumulated?
The last one, beating the Celtics. That was the hardest one by far to get.
Why so?
Well, you know, we're going into Boston now with the series tied 1-1. And Boston is absolutely excited about having the split and going home now and having 3 games at home, thinking that the series was not going to come back to LA. And so that was an interesting playing flight for us, and then to go out and get the very next game, just to go down 3-2, coming back to LA, and then to finally pull out that series after being down 15 in the fourth quarter against the Celtics. Not getting better than that.
55 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. A second chance effort. No good. Shot missing. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
No, but I like that they attacked those weaknesses. They made them pay for a lackluster effort.
Bradley with the ball. It's Ibaka picking him up. And Favors kicks to Bradley. The kick out to Irving. Takes the 13-footer, and that one comes up a bit short.
Not easy to miss a clean-looking shot like that, but he manages to do it.
Kuzma can't get it to go. Fires it up. shot's good by Iguodala. Iguodala's got his second basket of the night. Takes the three. The shot, no good. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. New Orleans on top. They lead by a bucket. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And Serge Ibaka, known for his shooting ability now.
He trusts you every time he passes the ball.
Well, if you wonder how much difference a coach can make for a player, there it is. Huh?
You heard it in Serge's voice, too. That confidence has already been planted in him. That voice telling him, shoot the ball, is now in his own head. He's going to be just fine.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Yeah, it didn't take them long to get that transition game going.
Well, this roster is built for guys with speed. They're running the floor hard in the first quarter.
All out there with Mitchell. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Ibaka. And it's Kuzma in at the three. That's the Laker 5. Talk, Kobe, about some of the great one-on-one scores. You might be the best ever, actually. But when you take a look at the crop now, who are some good guys in that one-on-one category that you like?
Kyrie's sensational. Yeah,
great handle. How about his handle? Like one of the best ever, man.
Yeah, but he can post too, though. I mean, that's the thing is he can post up. He can turn left shoulder. He can turn right shoulder. He can shoot a left-hand jump hook coming across the middle. He can pull up going left. He can pull up going right. He can attack off the handle. He can attack off a triple threat. You know, he's built the game without any weaknesses. I think most players, should be thankful that he's not 6'6".
You're right. He'd be Kobe Bryant then, right?
Yeah.
He'd be Kobe Bryant. But I always thought that, and his dad played big-time college basketball, played in Australia. Your dad played. I mean, there is something inherent, regardless of how much, that comes from the son of a pro player.
Growing up overseas as well.
Exactly, in Australia.
Growing up overseas as well. And you look at his game being so fundamentally sound and having basic structure. There's a lot to be said for that.
Absolutely.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Irving dishes to Bradley. Drummond the screen. Outside Irving. Back to Bradley. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. New Orleans getting another chance here. Irving passes to Bradley. Back to Irving. Shoots over ball. Here's Drummond, and finally that one's good.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Out to the wing. Mitchell kicks to Marjanovic. Here's Mitchell, guarded by Bradley. And it's Mitchell missing. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Irving kicks to Iguodala. From outside, off the mark. And we'd like to thank you for stopping by, Kobe. Hope you come back and join us again.
I definitely will. I had a great time, man. Thank you for having me.
And Greg, how much fun was it to get to hear the perspective of Kobe and pick his brain while broadcasting a game?
I mean, it's just always interesting to hear what Kobe will notice about a player or a team that most fans, and for that matter, even some former players, they just don't think about. I think that's sometimes what gets lost with the truly great ones. Their minds don't function the way us normal human beings would go about looking at things.
Here's Bradley, and the shot is long.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Well, not all defenses are constructed to protect the mid-range area. Nicely done that time.
Here's Kuzma. It's rebounded by New Orleans. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Playing on the road, always a challenge, but it becomes a heck of a lot easier when you can shoot the three ball the way they did.
Oh, no doubt. And when you're hitting a high percentage on the perimeter, everything becomes easier.
Iguodala left side. No good from outside. And we're through the first half of basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports
Hello,
Halftime
folks. Welcome
Show.
back. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, they trailed by 2. The second quarter was a different story than the first. They played with energy and confidence and built. And that's all we can do for now. As the second half begins, we get you back to Kevin Harlan.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Andre Iguodala. Pelicans trail by 3.
And for the last few seasons, we've seen where Andre Iguodala's role on offense has diminished. You know, he still contributes, but tends to defer a bit more there. And one thing you can say, though, defensively, still at an elite level in terms of his versatility.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. They've got Iguodala. Irving is out there with Bradley. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Favors in at the 4. Bradley kicks to Drummond. Outside Irving. Here's Favors. And a slam dunk by Favors.
That's just outstanding awareness from Irving right there. Remarkable at finding his guys when they're wide open.
Perhaps, Greg, the biggest asset Iguodala brings to a team is his ability to defend.
I mean, he just has great timing for when to go for the steal. I mean, he can still move his feet well and can guard anybody, but the versatility to guard point guards to power forwards is something that makes him special.
Out of bounds, Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession. And with a quick break on the court, we've got some time to show you the list of the top rookie shot blockers over the course of the last month. Lonzo Ball, number 1.
He's been a factor on the inside. An impressive stretch for him defensively.
Outside Irving. Off target with his 3. For Los Angeles, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Mitchell's shot is good. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Off the screen, the offensive rebound. Iguodala gets the bucket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Another miss by Ibaka. New Orleans in the lead. Lakers setting a record last season for the most losses by 35 points or more in NBA history.
Yeah, fair to say that's not the kind of history you want to set. But Coach Luke Walton is accustomed to being on the winning side of those kind of beatdowns in Golden State. The team made a lot of moves in the offseason to try and avoid that again this year.
Outside Bradley. Drummond a screen. Shot clock at 6. On its way from Irving for 2. Rebounded by the Lakers. Ibaka's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
He's just looked lost on offense, but luckily for him, his teammates have really stepped up in a big way.
Here's Mitchell, and then Mitchell at the dunk.
And they are going toe-to-toe here tonight, guys. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
Punch, counter punch. Neither club's been able to sustain an advantage.
Outside Irving. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Mitchell. That shot off. And New Orleans will come the other way.
Now look, if he can start turning some of these misses into makes, their lead is going to take a big jump.
From 11 feet away. And again, no good by New Orleans. The Lakers in the lead. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one drops. And Mitchell drops them both.
He's so confident, so self-assured on every free throw he takes.
Pelicans trail by 3. Outside Bradley. At the elbow, Irving. Kicks it out to Bradley. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 6 assists here tonight.
Oh, three-point shooting. I mean, the strength of Bradley's game offensively, incredible.
Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Lakers shooting 38% from the field, a pretty weak showing for them. Baca is out there with Marjanovic. Then it's Ball, and it's Mitchell in at the 2 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. 6 on the shot clock. They set the pick. Off the pick. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Drummond's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Outside Bradley.
And Avery Bradley won the national high school title at Findlay Prep and was considered a top 5 prospect. Some had him even at number 1, and still after 1 season at Texas, he fell to the Celtics at 19 in that 2010 draft.
I mean, and that 6'3" Bradley is a plus defender thanks to his quickness and tenacity.
And he's good on the second.
An uneven trip to the line, but they do come away up by 1.
The Lakers trail. Ball with it. There's a screen by Marjanovic. And it's Mitchell missing. And Bradley, a great athlete. He won the dunk contest in high school. Terrific player, but he's not a big highlight player, it seems, in the NBA, Greg.
Yeah, you know, his strength and explosiveness more on display defensively, and that's been his meal ticket. He's added skill, though. He's turned the corner and has become a two-way threat.
And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
And so far, this has got that feel of a game that could be back and forth all the way.
Yeah, at some point, though, you might expect one team to go on a run, but this could come down to the wire.
Well, for New Orleans, shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Irving dishes to Iguodala. Favors with the screen. Bradley kicks to Iguodala. Pass to Favors. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. Favors has got the game tied up here for New Orleans.
Oh, and with the fast eyes, Iguodala finding the open man.
There's a screen by Marjanovic. Ball kicks to Mitchell. Knocks down the 3-ball. Mitchell's got 9 points here in the second half.
Confident and composed on the 3-point shot at a critical juncture.
Irving passes to Iguodala. Favors with the screen. Iguodala kicks to Drummond. Shoots over Marjanovic. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Marjanovic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. There's a screen by Marjanovic. And another shot. He lays it in. Now it's a 5-point Laker lead.
Tough effort right there on the glass. Those second chance points can pay off in a big way.
Drummond a screen. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Favors sets the pick for Iguodala. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Inside. Ibaka, the pass to Kuzma. No good from 11 feet. Pelicans trail by 5. In the corner, Bradley with it. Yes! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Now, that is cold-blooded.
Well, we want people to tune in, don't we? This is what they're tuning into. Big moment.
Kuzma passes the ball. To the middle. And And stolen by Favors.
Wow, he kept his hands moving to catch his man's attention just as he was going up for that shot. Great defense there. Irving continues to bury big shot after big shot. He just has a knack for stepping up in crucial moments.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 1. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
Hey, they do have enough time here if they shoot quickly to get the 2 for 1. We'll see if they try.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, well, Luke Walton was just talking about strategy with his team. And even though they're down, he was confident. He said, look, guys, I've got all the confidence in the world in you. We've been down this road before. We know what we need to do. Kevin, let's see if they can overcome this deficit.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're trailing by 1. 34 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. 34 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Drummond a screen. Irving kicks to Drummond. Puts it up from 12. Count it!
In clutch moments, you want your best players to come to bat for you. Luckily for them, Drummond is an all-star type player who feasts off of the pressure.
There's 25 seconds left in the game. Now, here's ball. Off the pick. Yes!
And that was so clutch. I mean, they're in front by the slimmest of margins, in need of a stop right here.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They're behind by 1. 15 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And really no need to rush. Still plenty of time to get a good look.
Oh, and if I can make a suggestion, be innovative. Don't just go for the obvious play, which they'll be expecting.
Yeah, the defense had better watch out. He is starting to feel it.
There's a screen by Marjanovic. From deep three-point range.
Lakers are now defeated. There's no more teams undefeated.
This win.
Why would you let Lonzo Ball take that shot?
Boost for him.
Really an accomplishment
and
crazy finish to take a.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up for Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and
Down
David
to earth. Lonzo Ball with the Kevin Love stat line. And taking game-winning three-pointers.
But Rick.
Marjanovic with 27 boards, 12 points. Ibaka with 12 and 18. Kuz with 33 and 9. Mitchell with 45 off of 5 of 15 shooting. 33 points from Bradley. Iggy had 27, 15, and 9. 4 for 12. Drummond with 24 and 27. I can dig it. Kyrie had an off night, scoring-wise, but 15 points, 9 boards, 27 assists. Then Favors with quiet 12 and 15 type of night. Pelicans beat them. It looks like they just beat them out in the paint. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 10, 8, 9. Yep. 2, 3, 4. They had one more. Lakers had one more three-pointer, looks like, and two more made free throws, but a couple buckets from the paint.
And it worked.